Here is your February Bass and Yellas box. So I've got quite a good range of unique products in the box for you this month. I'm going to start off with the terminal tackle in the box today. So to start off with, we've got a 15-pound Suffix fluorocarbon leader. Now, if you're not aware of it, fluorocarbon as opposed to monofilament leader, fluorocarbon sinks where mono floats. And fluorocarbon also refracts less light in the water, therefore making this a staple option to use as your leader. The Suffix is also generally my preferred choice as well. Highly abrasive resistant, fairly thin for the poundage rating that it's set at, and ties knots beautifully. Let's jump over to some of the lures now. I'm going to start off with the Pro Model Rattlin jig. So this is like a traditional American style swim jig with a little brush on top just to help you stop from fouling up weed or fouling up in submerged timber and stuff too much. And the way we fish these is essentially really slowly along the bottom or down drop-offs. So you're going to cast it out, let it sink down, and just hop it along. Lots of pauses, lots of little wiggles during those pauses as well, because we're going to couple this up with a plastic that we've included in the box. And we've got some GG Claw soft plastics here. So these are little yabby type soft plastics, little shrimp type soft plastics that you can put on your swim jig. Coupled together, it's a great little combination. It's going to really mimic a little yabby on the bottom with his claws up in the air, bouncing around, not wanting to get eaten. So with those two combined, you can fish these in some weedy edges on the drop-offs, like I said earlier. But you want to make sure you are fishing these relatively slowly and adding in a lot of just micro movements with these as you work it back to your boat, kayak, or bank. Great weedless option there with those two coupled together. Then we're going to jump over to a little, well, it's not little, it's kind of a big chubby. This is a big fat crankbait. This is one by Demiki, the DC100. This is part of the DC series crankbaits. This one will dive down to approximately 1 meter and is a floating style. So with something like this, I'm gonna work this maybe just above some weeds that don't quite come to the top. So that first meter of water, like I said earlier, or along drop-offs, along bank edges, river edges, over some submerged structure. And I'm just gonna do a slow roll. Every now and then I might add a quick little pause in, especially if I feel it bump over something, just so it can slow float over top of that log or rock or whatever that structure is down there, and then continue that slow roll over the other side. If you want to go for more of a minnow style hard body, we've got a brand new one in the box here from Chase Baits. They've only just released these. These are the Chase Baits Gutsy Minnows. Now, they do have something quite unique about them. They've got a little soft plastic fin on either side of the hard body, which gives it quite a unique look and just adds a little bit more action to the wobble when this thing's just darting along. Now, being a slender, long baitfish profile, I do like to get a little bit more twitchy with these and add a lot more pauses in. Now, this one straight out of the box is a very slow float, so it will slowly rise up in the water column. But if you want it to suspend or sink, it actually comes with extra little weights in the form of a sticker. So these little weights you can stick on the side of the hard body, which will then cause it to either rise slower, suspend, or slow sink back down. So you can chop and change the weights on this hard body to suit the waters that you're fishing in, which is a great little option just to cover so many different variables as well. And that's it for your Bass and Yellas box this month. If you want to check out this box or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.